Hi, Annette Lang here. Welcome to my podcast, The History of Personal Training, or at least my experience in it. This podcast will be a combination of my stories. Full disclosure, I might not remember things exactly the way that you did. Now, my stories of 30 plus years in the fitness industry and then specifically personal training. I was at the beginning of a lot of events, the firsts, so to speak, and so I hope you enjoy those stories. In addition, I'll be interviewing lots of different people whom I've met through the years, and I think that will help piece together a wonderful timeline of the development of this profession that we now call personal training. Enjoy! Hi, Annette Lang here, and welcome to my podcast called The History of Personal Training, or at least my experience in it. I am very excited to start this podcast also with my own stories and interviews from numerous people. The idea is this: I've been in fitness forever, and I feel like I was at the beginning of what is now a huge profession called personal training. I've had the opportunity to be in a lot of firsts in my career, and so I'd like to share these stories with you. I got my start in fitness a long time ago. I remember thinking I always wanted to be in shape. I always wanted to work in fitness. There was just never anything that I could do with it. What I mean is, I never really wanted to be in the medical profession. I didn't want to care for injured people as a physical therapist. I always knew that movement and fitness and exercise helped me feel better about myself, but I couldn't quite figure out how to turn that into a career. Fast forward quite a few years, I decided that I would study German and become a professor at the university level teaching German. My family history is German-Hungarian, so that was pretty cool, I thought. So I get the scholarship to go to Germany for 1 year. This was in 1982 to 1983. I got a scholarship to go to Tübingen in Germany, and I studied, several different things. But the idea being that I was going to go back to the University of Florida where I was and keep going with my German education career. Well, I got to Germany, and don't you know, they had the socialized medicine. And so there were lots of public service announcements, lots of information for the average consumer, how to take care of yourself, right? Understand what your blood pressure is, understand what your heart rate is. Go to the spa, and take better care of yourself. And I thought that's what I want to do, is motivate the average individual person to do something, and that's where Move More was born. I come back to Gainesville, Florida, walk into the university and say, you know what? Thanks a lot, but I don't think I'm going to continue with my studies here. I walked into Gainesville Health and Fitness Center. They were a Nautilus facility, very renowned place now. Back then it was a small place, owner Joe Cerulli. And I walked in, and I remember telling Jan, the manager, I said, listen, I don't know, I just think I want to work here. And so these Nautilus machines, right? Arthur Jones invented the Nautilus cam. It was shaped like a cam, right? Nautilus shape so that it wasn't a complete circle. And the idea was, when you lift weights and the chain would move around this cam, it would match your strength curve of your body. So in other words, you were not limited to your weakest point in the movement. And so we would bust people's butts. I was pushing people through workouts. It was machines, and you'd go from one to the next. I feel like it was the original high-intensity bust your ass workout. 30 minutes, one set to failure, 8 to 12 reps. And that's what I was doing to start my fitness career. More to come.